Hello dear viewers, welcome to academia.com.ng, an online academic one-stop portal that provides you with all that you need to know in the area of the English language. Academia.com.ng offers foundational and basic knowledge of the English language in its various levels of study to individuals from different walks of life, students at all levels of education, teachers and scholars of the English language, and all who seek to improve their knowledge of this widely spoken language in the world. Today we shall be considering something that is very foundational, and that is titled parts of speech. Parts of speech could also be referred to as word classes. They are the various classes in which all the words that we have in the English language fall. Now when you talk about parts of speech, you can also call them word classes, just like I've said earlier. Now there are various words in the English language, and some of them, based on their characteristics and features, could be classified along the same line. They could be grouped together in the same class. So you could say that words in the same class behave in the same way, differently from words in another class. Now when you talk about parts of speech, what they simply do is that they simply categorize or distribute every word that exists in the English language into a grammatical family based on shared structural attributes or feature. Let me say that again. Parts of speech categorize or distribute every word that exists in the English language into a grammatical family based on shared structural attributes or features. In other words, each part of speech has a particular attribute and another part of speech has another feature, and so these words that come under various parts of speech categorize or distribute all the words that exist in the English language into a grammatical family based on these shared features and attributes. Now, parts of speech can be divided into two parts. Basically, we can divide parts of speech or word classes into two parts. Now, they belong to the grammatical class of grammar. Under grammar, we have a class of grammar, and that is where we have parts of speech. You could read more about what is grammar on Academia. We talked about that also. Now, there are 9 of them in all, 9 parts of speech in all, and we can further subdivide them into 2 major classes, and these 2 major classes are referred to as the open class and the closed class. Let's take a moment to look at this. When you talk about the open class, there are 4 parts of speech under the category of the open class. And when you talk about the closed class, there are 5 parts of speech that are grouped under the closed class. Let's look at the ones under the open class. We have the nouns, we have the verbs, we have the adverbs, and we have the adjectives. Now these are all grouped under the open class, as the name implies. We're going to look at that shortly. Under the closed class, we have 5 of them. Like I've said, we have the pronouns, we have the prepositions, we have the conjunctions, we have the interjections, and we have the articles. Let's look at that closely. Now, the parts of speech in the closed class are so called because new words cannot be added to them. New entrants, new lexical entrants cannot be added to them. In other words, membership to any of them is highly restricted. What does that mean? It means that you cannot create any pronoun different from the ones that we have already in the English language. And the same applies to prepositions, conjunctions, interjections, and articles. For example, in the articles, we have only 2 members: the definite article the and the indefinite article a, and is a variant of the indefinite article a. So you can't create another article. We only have 2 of them. The same applies to prepositions. We know the number of prepositions that we have in English language. You can add to them. So what we are saying in essence is that the total number of all the pronouns or prepositions or conjunctions or articles and interjections that we have in the English language are already determined. Nobody can add to them, unlike the parts of speech that we have in the open class. For those parts of speech that we have in the open class, like the nouns, the verbs, the adverbs, and the adjectives, we can still add to them. They can still admit new words. As long as new words are being created in English language, some of them will fall under the category of the noun. Some of them will be adverbs, some of them will be adjectives, and some of them will be verbs. For instance, many years ago, there was nothing like the word download in the way we have it now. But immediately something happened in our worldview where we can use that word became accommodated. So for the open class, they can still accommodate new members, while the closed class cannot accommodate new members. Let's look at it again. The open class that can accommodate new members are the nouns, the verbs, the adverbs, and the adjectives, while the closed class, whose membership are already determined, are the pronouns, the prepositions, the conjunctions, the interjections, and the articles. Thank you for watching this short clip on parts of speech. In our next video, we'll be taking each of these parts of speech and I'll be talking about them in depth. We would like you to like us on Facebook. Our Facebook address is facebook.com/Academia English. You can reach us on Facebook when you go to the website academia.com.ng. You can see the social media buttons there. Just click Facebook button, it will take you to Facebook and you can like us there. The same thing applies on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter. Our address is twitter.com/academia_ng. We would like you to also check out our Twitter page and follow us there. Also, you can follow us on YouTube and subscribe to our channel, which I will implore you to do right now. Just click that subscribe button so that when we bring out these videos, short videos on the English language, various aspects of the English language, you will be able to follow us. You will get the notification. We are on youtube.com/channel/UCC. Of course, you can see it. It's in the text part of this video. You can just click on it and then you will see us there. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned.